You must remember I was here before this building was here. And a group of about 17 women decided of the church. We met, across over here where the pastor used to live. But anyway, we decided we would like to have some kind of group that would go out to Central State Hospital, because we had heard some bad things about Central State Hospital. And there were 17 of us, I believe it was, in the beginning, went out there. And we discovered a lot of things, and we changed a lot of things too. We discovered that the hospital was really taking in taxes from all of us, and they were doing nothing for the patients. We talked to the volunteer director there, and she was tickled to death to have all these women ready to volunteer. She asked, would we work on the maximum security ward for women? And then she said, or would you like to divide? We have never had volunteers on the men's ward, on a man's ward, and would you do that? And we decided we would do both. The place was so poorly cared for. They never emptied the bedpans. They would just put those under the bed, and maybe late that night somebody would empty them. The rats were running all over everywhere. It was just unbelievable. And we decided this was ridiculous to keep a place like that open. Something had to be done. So we started doing things. And I remember going to the Mental Health Association finally saying, why aren't you people doing something about Central State Hospital? Well, the executive director, Norm Skoll, said to me, well, what would you do? And I said, I would go out there and get that place cleaned up. You would? And I said, no, I'd get a television station out there, and I would show them what needed to be done and what's going on out there and what isn't going on out there. Well, we decided that we would go out to the hospital, and he invited Channel 13, and they did a fantastic job. And I showed them all the unemptied bedpans, and I went over and kicked the water cooler, and the rats came flying out everywhere. And we got a lot of publicity about Central State Hospital, and that's what we were after. Eventually, the hospital was closed down, as you well know. I received this gift, the Sagamore of the Wabash, because of the work that I was involved in out at Central State Hospital. But it really wasn't my work. It was the work of the Church of the Savior and a group of 17 other volunteers from the church, and we all worked very hard to get things cleaned up out at Central State.